So check it out. It took long enough, but the box did finally come in. This is the SDCC Funko box of fun this year, and this is going to be the first time I've seen it. I haven't watched any other videos, so I've got no spoiler alerts coming into this one. On the back of this box, it's got all the really cool mascots back there. I did, and I believe that I got the proto pirates is what I think they're calling that one. Yeah, the proto parrots. I'm sorry, the proto parrots right there. That is the one that I got. Now this is supposed to be a 5-piece. This is really cool. I haven't got a chance to see this one, so you're gonna get the chance to check this one out with me. Let's see what's in this box. I have been really careful this year to make sure that I didn't see any spoilers that were out there, because there is a bunch of spoilers out there. So if you're not careful, you're gonna see this one before you get a chance to open it, because let's face it, it's almost 2 weeks away from the day that I ordered it till it's finally coming in here. Now, just off the jump, you could tell that there is some slightly different things going on this year. This is going to be my second Freddy Funko as Marty McFly. I did not know that they had this one out there. This is really fire. Now, he is holding the camcorder in his hands. This is really, really, really cool. That you know that they don't have numbers. They're always an SE edition when it comes to the Freddy Funkos which is really cool, and these things are highly sought after. The first one is really fire. Now, there is some strange cutout going on with this box that I also don't quite understand, that I'm sure here at some point I am going to fully figure out. Let's see, you do have the bitty pops as well. We're not going to take these out because there's no like sense in taking them out. So we're here. Let's check out the Freddy's first, because we can see those first. So let's get our hands on those guys first. We have the proto parrot right here. This guy is really, really, really heavy. I mean, kind of like ridiculously heavy if we're being honest, but I think that this is honestly probably some of the best ones they did thus far in the idea of their, like, the mascots getting into these. These are some of the best mascots that I think they've done for the SDCC thus far. And then we have that metallic 1,000-piece run. This one's going to be Freddy as Marvin the Martian. Absolutely fire. Look, that's another really, really cool one. I can't complain at all when it comes to these. We might actually have to get this one out of the box. Let's check this one out outside of the box. We're almost going to have to at this point. I mean, he is really cool. So let's get him out of the box and see exactly what they have going on with him. Marvin the Martian will actually be pretty fire outside of the box as well. There's actually a trick to getting these out of the box, guys. If you'll just kind of give a little pressure right there, that way you don't crease those edges. It won't hurt anything. No one will ever know that you did it. I mean, it won't bend anything or break anything, but this one is going to be really cool outside of the box. I wish he would have been a little bit more limited, maybe to like 500 pieces would have made him just a little bit cooler, but check that out. That's actually pretty fire. The crown sits very nicely on top of that. The body, look, this has probably become one of my favorite Freddy's of all time thus far. This guy is really fire. All right, now let's see. I don't have any of these, but this is going to be the Wacky Wobbler of the SDCC 2024. Absolutely amazing as well. I don't have any of the Wacky Wobblers in my collection whatsoever, but for those of you who do not know, this is actually the way Funko started out. The first one of these guys that I actually have in the whole like Wacky Wobblers. There's a lot of really cool Wacky Wobblers out there. Funko really doesn't make these anymore, so to see this again is pretty cool. Look, I can't deny the fact that it is really cool. The next one of these guys is going to be those Bitty Pops. Now this is all of the mascots together, so you got a chance to get all of these together. They didn't tell you if there was like a limited number on them. Now there's going to be a case and all of these that these guys come in, but as you could see, they are really cool, and then you can see on the back of them which ones are on there as well. This was a cool little like add to this right here, but then you have the Parrot Proto 500-piece soda. Now this is really, really interesting. This does not have a chance of a chase though, so slightly disappointing on that end. Always disappointing when you see that they have these chase at these sodas like this and they're not putting like chase variants in there, because this is an opportunity for them to get something really cool inside of this can that everybody's going to want to like get their hands on. But they lost the opportunity there. I guess they're trying to make up for it in the idea that there's only 500 of these, but I have a feeling that that's not necessarily the case, if we're being completely honest. I mean, Funko has not been the best at being completely transparent to how many pieces they honestly have out there versus how many pieces they do not. I will say that this thing is really, really, really small into comparison of a Funko soda. I mean, this is probably half the size of what you would normally see in a Funko soda, but it is really cool. It's going to be one of those blacklight guys. We all know that the blacklight guys have been like burned out for a really long time, but it is still really cool. And let's check out that Pog as well. Also really, really cool. Tells you 1 in 500. It should have like the actual like 1 of blah blah blah, or 49 of 500, 50 of 500. That would just make it a little bit more like limited. You would know then that it was only 500 of them. Not necessarily the case. Now there is something going on with this box. I'm sure I'm supposed to like deconstruct this box and like put it up there. Look, it's just simply not gonna happen for me. You have to go to one of those other channels that get into like that cheesiness to like see that happen. This is just not the channel for the cheesiness of things. I have to give Funko some credit on this box. Now, this might not be one of the best boxes I think that they've ever put out. Now that I'm getting a little bit better of a look at it, it did have some really cool things. Maybe last year's was a little bit better than this one, but at the end of the day, it was still really, really cool. Guys, this is that point in the video where I'm supposed to say things like make sure you're subscribed, all that cool stuff. Hey, look, this is what you could do for me. Just make sure that you share this video with one of your social media platforms, or maybe just tell your friend about it. I'll catch you next time. Have a good one.